welcome back. I'm Wolves, and here's 10 ways to self-awareness. Now, before we start, we gotta agree on something. We're about to get real here. We gotta agree that we're gonna leave judgment the fuck out of this. It doesn't belong here. Now, your values are what matter to you. And it's important to know what your values are because they're a huge guiding force in our attitudes and our behaviors. Now, if you find yourself a little bit unhappy, it's probably because what you're doing day to day isn't matching what you believe in. And then there's just a little bit of a clash there. Now remember, your values can and will change over time. Now I've added a few links below to a pretty diagram and a list of values that you can go through. Now find 10 words that stand out to you or that you identify with, and then knock that number down to 5 words, and voila! That's a pretty good indication of what your current values are. Go ahead, take those online quizzes and tests and figure out what your personality type is, what your color might be, even do some research on your zodiac. And once again, I've left links down below of different tests and quizzes that you can take for yourself. Now keep in mind, these aren't always going to be totally accurate, but the more you can find out about yourself, the better. Ask for feedback, especially constructive feedback from those you trust. And to be honest, this one's kind of a toughie for a lot of people, including myself. Mostly because we're kind of afraid of what the other person is going to say about us. But it's super beneficial because you can get different perspectives of yourself. We just gotta get the courage to go out and ask someone. Oh my god, there are so many benefits to meditating and so many different ways to meditate. But unfortunately, so many people out there don't actually implement it on a daily basis for whatever reason. Even though it's easy to start with the bare basics. Find a quiet place and a time where you're all alone, and for only 10 to 20 minutes, let your mind clear. Now keep in mind the next few things all basically intertwine and fall under self-reflection and evaluation. However, I've separated them because they don't all need to happen all at once. They can, but they don't need to. But basically, we're just having a nice, honest conversation with ourselves. Just a little one-on-one. What's on your mind? How are things with you? And pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Are you uplifting and optimistic, or are you judgmental and fearful? While self-reflecting, find the answers to some questions like, who am I? Oh, how am I? What do I like and what makes me happy? What don't I like and why? What do I feel is missing? How am I spending my time? Am I taking care of myself? What's next? The list can go on and on of questions you can ask yourself, but you gotta remember, you've got to be honest. Pay attention to your negative feelings and frustrations and find out why you're feeling that way. And as much as you might not like it, you're gonna have to dive deep into this. You gotta figure out what's actually troubling you or what's actually freaking you the fuck out. And at the same time, we gotta recognize all those good emotions that we feel too. By doing this, we can figure out how to bring more of the happy and less of the poopy. Oh, why did I say that? You're gonna discover a lot about yourself. Accept it. All of it. And I mean the good, the bad, and the ugly. Accept the fact that you are responsible for your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions. Accept it. All of it. Accept that you have your weaknesses, your insecurities, and other emotions. Everyone has them. Just accept it, change it, and move on. That's self-reflection in writing. Just take the time to write about yourself, or how your week has been, or how your day's been, what you've learned. Literally anything. And I am not asking you to write out a full-blown essay if that's not what you want to do. Bullet point it. Write it in your phone, on your laptop, on a scrap piece of paper. I don't care. Just reflect and write. Be proud of yourself. Seriously, take the time to be proud of what you're doing. Whether you've made huge leaps forward or even if you're just hanging in there, take the time to high-five yourself. I mean, whatever. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll go more in depth on all these topics in future videos, but I hope you found this helpful in starting your self-awareness process. Join me next week when I'll be talking about one of my favorite ways to actually self-reflect. And as always, if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! I feel like I should figure something else besides this. Bye! Yeah, whatever. Bye!